Hey there. It is time for another edition of Pajama Chats. What the heck are those? They are comfy, honest talks about life and work. And I'm Brit Stueven. I am a self care and productivity coach. I'm also the creator of The Break Changer, which is a platform that helps you break smarter, work better, and live happier. So today we're talking about self doubt. Something that creeps up for me every single day and for every single human on this earth, okay? Last week, I sent out an email announcing this, Pajama Chats, announcing that I'm doing one-on-one coaching now. Putting stuff out there that was pretty vulnerable, right? And once you announce something, you're committing, okay? So I woke up that night at like 3 in the morning when we wake up at 3 in the morning, things are stirring. Our subconscious is speaking to us, God's speaking to us, angels are here. I don't know where that lands for you, but it's a time of the night that we need to address things, right? So I had all the questions, like all the self doubt questions. Like, how are you going to do this? How are you really going to commit to this every week? Who do you think you are? Why are you in pajamas? Like, why are you putting this on YouTube? That's not credible. What are people gonna think? Yeah, I didn't go back to bed until 5, but I woke up, had an email from a gal who was like, oh my gosh, I love all of this. I was like, really? I was totally freaking out the night before. She said, welcome to the world of being a female entrepreneur. Then I went to breakfast with a friend, told her that I was up half the night. She's like, yeah, every other week there is someone who doesn't show up to class, to their workout class, because they were up in the middle of the night solving the world's problems. So this segues me into 5 things you can do to embrace self-doubt, right? Like, don't kick it away, because if you have air in your lungs, you have self-doubt, right? Learn to embrace it, walk with it. Don't let it hold you back. So the first way is to basically, acknowledge that you're not alone, okay? Everyone goes through this. You're not crazy, you're not losing your mind, you're not meant to do what you're worrying about, okay? The second one is just be yourself, right? Like, me sitting here with the silly mask on is being myself. Now, yes, it does make me wonder, what are other people thinking? And that is the thing that can hold us back, right? The naysayers, the people that we aren't meant to attract, are the ones that we worry the most about. But when we show up and we're ourselves, it's pretty crazy what happens. Like, even last week after I sent my first one out, I had a gal reach out, be like, hey, when can we do one of these together? So we scheduled it, and we're going to do it together. I'm going to be doing these with other people sometimes, and that's exciting. So, once you just start putting yourself out there and doing things, people will start showing up. The third thing is to not think so big picture, right? So one of the main reasons I was freaking out is because I was thinking about 52 weeks of the year, not this week only, okay? So sometimes, we think of just the big picture on a big project, or even just something personally in our lives, like, my husband and I will be moving soon, and like all I could think about was, oh, I have to go through all the boxes upstairs. No, I didn't have to go through all the boxes upstairs in one day. I went through each of them at each time that I could, right? 10 minutes at a time, chunking things out, bringing it down into small tasks. That is what keeps us not so overwhelmed. The fourth thing is to reflect on something that you have done, okay? So in my case, like, I was so worried about actually committing and didn't think that I could. But when you reflect back on something that you have committed to, you're like, oh wait, I can totally do this. I've committed to weekly things. I've committed to way more things than a few minutes on video every week. So it just kind of reassures you, right? To just look back for a little bit. Sit, breathe, reflect on what you have done, and reassure yourself that you can do this. You can do things. The fifth one is to lean into your inner critic and and look at that inner voice as an ally, as a cheerleader, as someone that is actually maybe protecting you. So when they do ask that question of how are you going to do this every week, Britt? Well, I'll put a plan in place, okay? And if I'm worried about not showing up one week because I'm sick or something happens or our internet connection goes out, one thing I can do to not worry about that is to record a couple of these in advance maybe. Or just realize that if it doesn't go out one week, the world's not going to stop. And maybe people won't even notice. Like a lot of times I think that people are paying way more attention than they really are. So the key is to just take it one small step at a time, right? Take deep breaths. Another thing that really helps me when I'm getting really freaked out is journaling lately. Just getting all my thoughts out on paper, and that helps to just see it visually and to see like, oh wow, that's silly. So I'm going to wrap this up now. It's already been 6 minutes and 17 seconds. But I would love to hear from you if you would like to share with me how any of this surfaced for you. And just do your best, okay? It's another new week. We got this. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, well, hello. It's Monday. It's time for a pajama chat. No. What's up? I'm the crazy gal who comes to you in her pajamas on Mondays and really doesn't know what she's saying. All right, get it out. Get out the jitters. Shake it. All right. Hello. Welcome to the second edition of Pajama Chats, which are, what are they? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. All right. Hi.